Now, where do we go from here? It's important you pay close attention to where we at. Now, I will create another video to fill in the gaps on the 2 weeks that I was away, but I've still been in the Discord server, even though I was not doing any videos for the past 2 weeks. So Discord members, please do remember to study the end of day summary right here. You can go to the SPY trade analysis channel, just hover your cursor over and you can see the end of day summary right here. So even though I was not creating videos because I was unwell, and thank you for your well wishes, I was still mostly in the Discord server providing guidance, doing my best. So thank you for your patience. I'm back now. Now let's take a look, right, to see how we are still in that yellow algorithm right there. There are a few very key important levels I want you to pay close attention to here. Now, firstly, everyone's talking about how this may head down, and quite straightforward. If you want this to head down, this will have to depend on that liquidity that you see right there. Now, before this heads down, you need to see the market grab this liquidity. That's important. Your 20-day moving average will already turn into some sort of resistance. Now pay close attention to this orange selling continuation structure too, if this wants to head down. The larger liquidity will be when we start grabbing it here near to that yellow 626 before we start heading down. Now by then, your 20-day moving average will already turn into some sort of resistance, and you will see stronger selling, as I mentioned, in that orange. So pay close attention to this two liquidity zones. If this wants to head down, you will not miss out. And this particular one will comprise of the cup close, so you can wait for more structure, especially as we approach that 626 yellow right there. Now otherwise, you have to pay close attention if this wants to continue heading up on that buying trajectory. You see that yellow is in control in this range, and so you have to be worrying about your risk to rewards based on this yellow rhythm if this wants to continue heading up. Generally speaking, we want to wait for that larger cup to close near to that 640, and so you want to expect some pullback here to build more liquidity. If we do have a pullback, this may be an ideal position at that 5-day moving average. 5-day will still continue to trend up, so just pay very close attention to that. More importantly, I want you to pay close attention to the green and the magenta building liquidity here. Now, if you see green, magenta in control, selling is controlled, and we start to have some sort of bounce off that 5-day and especially 20-day moving average, this will be a beautiful trade you can continue to take. But just remember your risk to rewards on that yellow algorithm right there. It will be ideal to base it right there because you see the buying is slightly tapered, and I want you to be careful when yellow is starting to buy and you don't see stronger buying continuation structure in that orange breaking us out, or even the green. And that's because you see that the previous times that yellow has bought, I just want you to see for yourself, yellow can buy up in a very long way. It's still a generally strong buying continuation structure, but it will have to taper. It will have to have some sort of pullback. You see it for yourself. So just be more mindful. Yellow, although tapering, is still a very strong buying algorithm. As I always mention, it's still a buying algorithm, so you have to be extremely careful about that. So pay close attention to your major liquidity levels. There is major liquidity here. You see people are starting to sell at that 640, so I want you to be more careful. Wait for cups to close. As I mentioned here, you won't miss out, because if the cups do want to close here, you will see that this range will get defended and we will have greater structure right there if this pullback is bounced off that 5-day moving average. So quite straightforward. Tomorrow CPI, just pay closer attention to that, and over the week I will just catch up to what I've missed out on making videos. Remember, don't forget that I have been here at Discord server, so pay close attention to that, members, or your end of day analysis. It's very important you understand where we at as well. Thank you. It's good to be back, feeling much better. So thank you very much, everybody. And yes, see you tomorrow then, and see you closer to opening bell. Thank you very much.